The dream is very real. It's been a little bit since I last played, but yo, here we go, man. Let's see if I can remember how to play this video game. Streaming while Evo is going on. Shaking my head. Hey, man. I still gotta do what I gotta do. Yeah, I would be using a different scene, but unfortunately my webcam seems to not be working today. And I only just figured that out a few seconds ago, so, yeah, I'll, test that out more later. But for today, I think I'll just play good old Sonic. Yeah, let's do some, Flying Battery Zone, man. Yo, Bible Thump? Yo, got a Bible Thump, man. Super invisible you? Yo, sometimes you're invisible, it is what it is. Wanna fight about it? Yo, can I be Ray, please? Would like to be Ray, that would be beneficial. That's fine, I'll just, you know, do all that. Real talk, you should call it a night when top 8 starts around 11 so you don't miss any of the hype. Oh, it is top 8 tonight. I thought they were gonna do that tomorrow? I don't know what the schedule is at all, I never looked at it. But I just assumed, you know, since it's a 3-day event, it would be tomorrow. Ah, geez, dead. Smash Wii U is tonight at 11 PM. Melee is tomorrow afternoon. Oh. Meh. I mean, I kinda wanna see it. I kinda do. Yeah, I might end a little early. We'll see. Yeah, I'll get my practice in. See, you know, what's what. And then if I need to stop for Evo, I will stop for Evo. Watch, top 8. So does it literally start at 11? Is that exactly when it starts? Alright, there's the third one, then the fourth one. Ah, geesh, went up too high. Are there Twitch rules against restreaming? Could always just chill with us and watch it? There definitely is. There are rules to, like, restreaming. I don't remember what they all are, just off the top of my head, but I would rather not get in trouble, so I would not restream, Evo. No, sir. Yeah, Evo has a special deal going on with Twitch. I don't know what all the particulars are, but it's generally a bad idea to restream other streams. Generally a bad idea. Oh, it's scheduled to start at 11, but it's Smash, so it won't be accurate? Yeah, that's right. Gosh darn it, man, why do I always die there? But, yeah, nah, like, with it being Smash, I assume it won't start till at least midnight. And then, like, if things go really bad, it will be delayed till tomorrow. I would not be surprised, not at all, man. Smash is well known for taking longer than it needs to. Yo, I kinda need Ray. Where is he at? Wanna join me, Ray, or what are we doing, then? Uh-oh. Whew, I barely got in there, man. Ray is still not cooperating. I can't do this without him. I should have swapped to him sooner. He's just gonna stay down there, isn't he? Alright, I see you. I see you, Ray. Highly doubt they'll delay it. I don't know about all that. You've never seen a game bleed over into Sunday? I'm pretty sure that's happened. I don't know if it was Smash specifically, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I doubt that'll happen. I'm just saying I think it's a possibility. I think it's much more likely it'll just be an hour late. Like, it being an hour late feels like there's, like, I don't know, an 80% chance that'll happen. But I don't know. Maybe things will be fine. Just depends on how many hand warmers everybody needs. Like, you know, let's get this hand warmer in. you know, after game 1, or before game 1. And then after game 1, let me get, you know, that mid-set hand warmer in, like Mewtwo King was doing earlier. And did I also lose game 2? Let me go talk to my coach. And everyone's like, can't you just accept your loss? No. They talk to the coach, they change things up, they win the game 3, and then the other guy, now he wants to talk to his coach, and yeah, no, man. I mean, it's not just the coaching, but just how much time they'll spend in, like, character select and stage select, despite, you know, not really needing to. That's Smash Brothers. Just kind of how it is. Alright, there we go. Oh, how am I going to display my timer when I actually do a run? I have to figure that one out. I guess I can use my other scene, I just need to, let's see, what are the words here? I just need to, I don't know, block the webcam spot? I mean, it's just gonna be a blank, like, gray square, and that's no good. Let's see, Vex's coaching in fighting games drives me insane. Like, I'm sorry, the point is not only outplay, but outwit your opponent. Your coach isn't playing, you are. So, Vexatious, question for you. What do you think of coaches in basketball? And also in football? How do you feel about those? Alright. Oh, I got this. Ashley Hero saying even outside gameplay, Smash 4 still has timeouts. Yep, this is true. Absolutely true. Ashley Hero, aka Super Sin Slayer, is not wrong. Well, sports are dumb. I don't think about those at all. Gotcha. Like, for me, you know, I think coaches are completely fine, just like they are in normal sports. Just as long as there's time limits. You can't just let them do whatever they want. Uh-oh, I lost all of my speed. Yeah, it's dead. I did not do that very well. Vexatious, but it might sound biased, but I feel it's different with a team-based game that revolves around teamwork. I mean, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Like, I don't know the other games very well. Like, chess is, like, not, yeah, chess is definitely different in the fact that it's, you know, not a physical sport, but it's still considered a sport by many people. I think that, there's coaching in chess. I want to say there's also coaching in tennis, but I don't think it's, you know, as big a thing as, like, say, baseball and whatnot. All those other ones, because, you know, you're managing so many people. But, I mean, it's the same thing, effectively. Ah, I messed that up. A more apt comparison would be coaching in MMA or boxing, which we're also a little put off by. There is coaching in chess, but not during the set. Only before a game or after. Okay. So it's more similar to boxing. That's a good point. I didn't even think about boxing. Why would I? I don't do sports. I was trying to think of sports. Boxing was not one that came to mind. Yeah, no, you're right about that one. Yeah, no, I get it. People don't like coaching because it's like, you're supposed to fight your opponent or whatever. But I mean, like, I can get it if you're the person personally losing to that person. It's like, oh man, you know, if you hadn't given him that great advice, I would've won. Ouchies. I can understand the frustration there. But from a spectator perspective, I want people to play at, like, top level. Is Vinx looking for a speedrunning coach? No, not really, not at the moment. Though, legit, still need a lot of practice with this game. I have a lot of things I need to learn. And yo, TDB's in here, what's up, man? Actually, here it says, Vinx doesn't think of boxing because he's not a real Little Mac fan. Yo, I'm sorry, I've never... Like, people always think I'm this huge Little Mac fan. And I'm really not. I'm not a Little Mac fan. No. I never played any of the Punch-Out games, for real. I played Super Punch-Out maybe 2 or 3 times when I was a little kid. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I played Super Punch Out maybe 2 or 3 times. I never got past, like, Bear Hugger. And, that was it! That's all my experience with the, with Punch Out, man. So yeah, I've mained him in Smash 4. There's a good chance I'll be playing him in, Smash 5 or Smash Ultimate, but... I'm not this boxing fan, man. I'm really not. Vexatious as a spectator, that's perfectly understandable, which makes it harder to argue. For me, I find more excitement when a player figures something out on their own, rather than being told what to do. Oh yeah, like, I do really enjoy a mid-game adaptation, just like Armada did earlier in that set against Mewtwo King. Like, cause yeah, that game too, he was about to lose the entire set right there. And then, I don't know exactly what changed about him, like, I don't know Melee that well to know, like, the specifics. But, like, I could tell there was a difference. There was a huge difference. He started approaching the game in a different way, and he applied that same thought process into Game 3 for the first stop, and then as soon as he had that advantage, he slowed it down to a crawl, only taking advantage when he was in an advantageous position. And that was very exciting to watch. I like seeing things like that. But, I mean, not everyone plays at that level. Like, those Smash players are called gods for a reason. And you have TDB saying, I'm doing good at you, Vinx! Yo, I'm doing really good, man. Having a pretty good day today. And let's see, Vex says, maybe I'm too much of a DBZ fan. Saiyans rely on their own strength and pride alone. And, generally lose a lot of fights they don't need to lose. Because they're so dumb. Oh my goodness, why am I so bad at this skip today? I mean, to be fair, it has been a little bit since I've played. But, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, not everybody plays at that level, man. Not everybody can do that step away, right? Like, take Mewtwo King, for example. He was clearly put into a really bad spot. He didn't have that hard switch in the middle of the game. No, sir. Some players don't really do that, even within those gods, man. They play how they play. I mean, yeah, they can adjust to certain things, but completely changing their playing philosophy mid-game is a pretty difficult thing to do. Not a lot of players do that. It really depends, man. It really depends. And that's what I like about coaching, is coaching does generally, not always, but generally change how people approach the game in the middle of a set. So they might not be able to help them on that game 2, or, you know, so-and-so change things up, but going into game 3, they might have the advice that player needs. You did not just call Vegeta Prince of all Saiyans dumb. He's a little dumb, yes! He's a little dumb, let's be real. I'm a huge fan of Vegeta. I like Vegeta a lot. But to say Vegeta isn't dumb when you, like, think about Cell and how he just allowed him to go into his perfect form? No, that was very, very dumb. He was incredibly egotistical and full of pride. I'm Super Saiyan 2, the Prince of all Saiyans. No one is more powerful. Oh wait, he wasn't Super Saiyan 2, it's just Ascended Form. Ascended Form! Super Saiyan, there is nothing more powerful than me. Get your perfect form, Cell. You think it will stand a chance before me? Ha! I laugh at the idea. And then, you know, he got bopped. He got mad bopped, dude. Didn't stand a chance. And he just threatened, you know, the whole galaxy because he thought he was a cool guy. You know? He's kinda dumb. Let's see, Vex says, Aussie was always the best coach back in my Marvel days. Don't get hit, Vex. That's a secret. That's all he would ever tell me. Yo, man, I'm 100% incredibly biased because I definitely used to coach a lot for Smash 4 in Australia with that Villainess player, V, as she was earlier. And yeah, nah, man. Because, like, she'd be playing against this Mario player, right? And he would just stand at ledge every single time. I mean, I do the same thing, but he would stand at ledge every single time. And I'm like, why are you not forward smashing him? every single time he goes off stage, you should be getting ready to forward smash when he tries to get up from ledge. It's like, well, you know, it's such a small window to hit that. I'm like, well, you use a bowling ball. The bowling ball is not a small window. It is all active frames. If you use the forward smash, he literally cannot avoid it. You just use the bowling ball, it will hit him 100% of the time, every single time. And she did that, and she started taking stocks very easily, and yeah, she won that. And yeah, no, I would usually have observations that were similar to that, how people, what their main approach was, what their second main approach is, their favorite defensive option, their second favorite defensive option, and then their ledge option. Like, these are all important things to know about. If you know those behaviors, then, you know, you can really change how you tackle the neutral, how you tackle negative. It's very important. When you're in that advantageous state, you should be holding on to that. You should be taking stocks, you should be getting all the damage. You shouldn't just be like, well, I don't know what they're gonna do. And you know, when you're mid-game, it's harder to notice those things. To be 100% fair, it's harder to notice that someone has a habit of, say, jumping at ledge every single time when, you know, you're thinking about the percent that they're at, how much rage you have, which attack you should use, da-da-da-da-da. It can be hard to see those little things, but as a, you know, outside observer who doesn't have to space their attacks while also thinking about what their opponent's doing, it's a lot easier for them to see those patterns and expose them. And I find the game very fun when people are pushed to their limits. Beck says it's 110% harder to notice those things in the middle of a game, which is to me part of being the better player. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, if you can do that, then that is great. Definitely very, very good. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of subjective, right? Because it's like, on the one hand, you could consider someone the better player because mid-game they can adapt. But then on the other hand, you have a player that has much higher execution than the other player. What really makes one of them better than the other? If the only thing that makes them better is whoever wins, then that's all that matters, right? If the player that can adapt and get the win, then he's the better player. But if there's the other player with higher execution, and someone tells them what they need to do to adapt, and then they do that and win, doesn't that then make them the better player? I don't see what the difference is, honestly. I mean, that's just how I see it, man. In my eyes, all that matters in esports, when it comes to competitive video games, it's just who wins. Nothing else matters. If you win, you're the better player. Simple as that. It doesn't matter how it happened. And yeah, you see all sorts of things in like different games, right? Like, you generally don't have coaching in the middle of, say, StarCraft 2. But people legit, man, they all have like a whole team of people pour over games of a player that their teammate has to go against in the near future. And those players will all be looking for weaknesses and all be telling the one player on their team, like, hey, this is what you need to do, even though it is a 1 versus 1 situation. Oh, hold on a second. Alright, I exist again. Oh, where's the timer? Where's the splits? Where's the banks? Alright, pretty much at the moment we don't really need a timer because I'm just practicing. There's no webcam because my webcam's not working. And I don't know why. I only discovered it wasn't working right as I started stream, so I don't really have time to, you know, fix that. Instead I figured I would just stream without a webcam. That'll be okay every now and then. Yo, how you doing, Inviso? Ash saying, any advice about teaching other players about breaking their bad habits in Smash? It depends on what their bad habits are. For example, my #1 advice I'll give to any person that rolls too much is turn off your shields and play like that. Like, just go on to For Glory or just do some friendlies with a friend and have no shield option. That will really, like, ruin you as far, because, like, it's not just rolling you can't do. You can't shield anymore, you can't aerial dodge. You're forced to play the game in a different way. And if you can continuously do that, it'll help you to break that habit. Like, again, it's not how you should actually play in tournament. It's something you should only do in, like, friendlies. It's just to, really help yourself frame the game in a new perspective. But again, it depends on what the bad habit is. I would have different advice for different things. Alright, here we go. Yeah, those were good dives, Banks. Good dives. Looking real beautiful. Alright, go real low and pull up. Oh, that might have been a little too late. Oh no, I got it! I'm the best! I'm so good at video games. Look at me go. 10 out of 10 every time. Banks #1. Oh, geez. How does he do it, guys? How does he do it? Alright, let's do that a second time. Vexatious says, for me, it's a matter of who won. If one player has a coach and the other doesn't, and the one without the coach was winning until the other got a mid-set lecture, then they lost. To me, that was one guy losing to two guys in a 2v1, and that's not fair. The only way I would be supportive of coaching, not that I complain in tournaments, mind you, I don't hate on people for it, it just bugs me, if both players had the same coach that was somehow unbiased. Well, I don't think that would ever happen. But I mean, for me, like, I still just kind of view it the same way I do other games and other sports. It's like, you either have a coach or you don't, right? Like, say you do have a coach. Say both players have both coaches, but like, they both have a different coach. That doesn't necessarily mean they both had equal coaches. One coach may have been playing this game for, like, I don't know, decades, right? And so they're super, super knowledgeable about everything. Though, I mean, that's very specific. I don't know what kind of game's been around that long that's played competitively. But, yeah, no. And then you have the other coach, you know, that's, they've only been playing the game for, like, say, 6 months or something. And yeah, no, like, they know some stuff, but, you know, they don't know the things to say. Like, they might notice something about the opponent's play, but they don't know the most effective way to tell the player how to use that information. Like, they might be like, oh yeah, this guy, he always dash attacks. And it's like, okay, what do I do with that, though? What do I do with the knowledge that he likes to approach to dash attack? I mean, hopefully the player themselves would be able to pick that up, but, you know, another coach would be like, okay, yeah, your character, if you just hold out your jab, you beat out that dash attack literally every single time. So if you know they're going to dash attack, which is their favorite way to approach, they're going to, you know, they'll feint in 2 times, generally. They'll feint in 1 to 2 times and then go for the dash attack. So you should always just throw out jab and you win that situation 100% of the time. And then when they use their second approach, your jab also beats that. So it's a win-win situation. So yeah, they can both have a coach, but that doesn't make it fair either. And again, it goes to players as well, right? Like, the players could both have really good coaches, but then, you know, the players both just suck, so it doesn't really matter, man. Like, it's all up in the air. I don't really know how you could objectively say, you know, this player won for this reason, or that player won for that reason. I think there's too many variables. My goods looks broken? Yo, I am very good, excuse you. I got over there like 2 times in a row. That's pretty good for me, and I'm dead. That's unfortunate. It's a little bit unfortunate. I didn't mean to jump into the chicken. I see we're back to having to believe. Do you feel okay? Melee has like a decade. It does have a decade. Vexatious, yes. Yes, too many variables, which is a perfect reason to eliminate coaches 1 less variable. I mean, like, I'm not against coaches not being in Smash tournaments, but I would say mostly for, like, time reasons. Not so much, because I think it's unfair, because I don't think it is. I think anyone could have a coach. I think anyone that's taking the game seriously should have a coach. Because, like, that's the thing, right? Everyone that's playing Smash Brothers Melee or Smash Wii U, because no one plays Brawl anymore. But yeah, the people playing this game have come from, you know, the old days, right? where people were just playing video games. Like, it wasn't a big deal. Like, it's like, okay, I have a controller, you have a controller, let's play a game. And then, you know, that built up into this big self-made community with their own constructed rules on how the game was meant to be played. And they've always continually done that. It's just been a traditional thing. I'm one guy, you're one guy, these are the rules we've decided on, let's fight against one another. And like, that's that. You know? But if they want to be really esports about it, if they want to push the game as far as other esports are pushing their games, like with StarCraft or like with League of Legends, or Overwatch, like these games, I mean, yeah, some of these games have more players per team, not StarCraft, but yeah, some do. So, you know, it might seem more natural, but yeah, there are single-player esport games that also have coaches. And it helps them win. Like, without a doubt, having a coach versus not having a coach at top-level play with, like, top-level coaches, they're going to perform better than the other team that doesn't have a coach at all, if they're both playing at top level. And, like, that's how the other games are played. Why not Smash Brothers? Why not Smash Brothers, you know, pushing that? Why aren't more people looking to take coaching positions? Why aren't more people, you know, expecting someone to have a coach? And it's just because that's how the game's been played this far, and people aren't really looking to change that. They don't want to change the status quo. Because they're not taking it very seriously. If they were taking it extremely seriously, everyone would have a coach. They would have a set coach. They wouldn't be like, oh, okay, yeah, here's this guy Fred over here. Fred, what do I need to do? No. They would have someone that was like part of their team or part of their brand or whatever. Someone they have hired, someone they pay. Or, you know, maybe they are just a group trying to do it together and they have, you know, certain agreements. But yeah, everyone should have a coach. S. Hero says, my friend is someone who has the potential to be good in Smash, but he keeps repeating his usual aggression tactics. For instance, in Melee as Falco, he'll use lasers to get in, dare a lot to force the opponent on the floor, and then forward smash. Okay. That's pretty specific. Yeah, let me think about that one. And Vexatious was saying, I think bringing up StarCraft is a good example. The game is incredibly difficult execution-wise. It'd be ridiculous to imagine a coach giving them advice mid-game. Yeah, no, you don't, no one, I'm definitely not saying mid-game. I don't think anyone should do mid-game. Mid-game is, that's too much tampering, I feel. Like, it can also just be distracting, right? Like, if you're in the middle of playing the game, like, it's, you know, they're down 2 stocks and you just pop over and start whispering in their ear. No, definitely not. Yeah, you don't do that in StarCraft either. You might do it mid-set in StarCraft, or potentially Smash, but I don't think that's something you should do mid-game. No, sir. I mean, I know some games have, like, their timeouts or whatever. Heck, even StarCraft has timeouts, but no, we do not need timeouts in Smash. We do not need to be like, whoa, pause the game, hold up. Oh, goodness, no. But that's a time issue thing. That's definitely a time issue. And they're very different games, you know, like, momentum is a very, very big deal in a fighting game. Like, yeah, it does matter in an RTS as well. I'm not saying momentum doesn't apply, but it's very different. IMO. Dancing bit 2, the return of dance. Yo, man, leave that bit alone. It is just doing infinite 360s. That's how it likes to live its life. And Vexatious, to me, mid-games means mid-set, as far as Smash is concerned. Like, I'm totally cool with it after a win or a loss. Your coach preps you for your next game, not in the middle of one. So... I mean, that's what I'm saying, is like, I don't mind mid-set. Like, mid-set's completely fun. Like, if it's a best 2 out of 3, and so-and-so won game 1, I would not mind a coach stepping in during game 2, to be, or before game 2 starts, and be like, okay, you know, like, dude, why are you playing Falco right now? You know you can't play Falco. You're not any good. This guy wins the matchup. What are you trying to prove? And they're like, yeah, you're right, I'm being dumb. And then they actually try. I appreciate that. I think that makes the game way more enjoyable. Versus, you know, they just start game 2 very, very quickly, uses Falco again, and gets bopped real hard because he's not any good with Falco. And he's just delusional. Yeah, I know we're disagreeing, haha. Just like your stupid frog opinion. I don't have a frog opinion. Like, there's a difference between opinions and facts. It is a fact that Sugimori, the creator of Bulbasaur, says that Bulbasaur's creation was inspired by a frog. Like, that is the idea he had when creating Bulbasaur. You can go look that up right now. You can have an opinion of, you think he looks more like a dinosaur than a frog. That's subjective, you know? I'm sure there's some dinosaurs that might look like Bulbasaur, but, you know, there's a difference. There's a huge difference between facts and opinions. The fact is that your opinion on this frog topic is wrong. Yeah, well played, my friend, well played. Why did I go all the way to press garden? I didn't mean to do that. I got a little too lost in the conversation. For Crack says, I admire that bit. I wish I was like him. It's not just doing infinite 360s. He does it with such grace. Yo, you right. Excuse me. Alright, let me think back to like what Ash the Hero was saying. My friend is someone who has potential to be good in Smash. He keeps repeating aggression. For instance, in Melee as Falco, he'll use lasers to get in. Which, I mean, is pretty good. Using lasers to get in isn't a very overly aggressive move. That's pretty defensive. Dare a lot to force an opponent on the floor, and then forward smash. I mean, that's harder for me to say, honestly, Ash the Hero. I do not know Melee very well. Like, I enjoy watching, like, Melee Top 4. Like, I have a vague understanding of the game, but, again, I just really don't know Melee, so it's like, it's hard for me to say. Like, I don't know how plus or minus he is, like, when he dares into shield into Melee. So, either to say that's, like, a bad idea or not, I couldn't say. I was watching Mango earlier. He was, you know, using lasers a lot in neutral. Once he found himself a favorable position, he would either go for, like, using Falco, he would go for, like, a dash grab, he would go for, dash shine. He would approach him and shine. He would dare in. He would dare in shine. That all seemed really good when Mango was doing it. I don't know the particulars, but to me it looked good, so I can't just look at that and be like, well, what he's doing is wrong, because from the sounds of it, it sounds like he's doing pretty good. Are you saying it's similar to like how Fox? It's like, I know Fox and good old Wii U. Fox does that a lot. Right? Where he'll just kind of dare into people and then use whatever attack afterwards. Because he's completely safe there. Like, he can't be stopped when he puts that dare in there. If he's hitting into your shield, he's going to perform that action, generally, before you can do whatever. So, I mean, if it's similar to that, it's like, I don't know, what's the problem, right? Because there's nothing wrong with being aggressive if you're landing the hits. But that's the difference, right? Like, is he going for these down airs, and every single time he goes for them, he's getting snuffed out? Like, they're hitting him with a disjointed up smash because he's so predictable, or, you know, the attack after the down air is seen, you know, every time because of how predictable it is. Why am I Tails? Where is Ray? What happened? What? Where is Ray? Whoops, I didn't mean to go to Green Hill. Yo, man, doing conversations and speedrunning practice at the same time can be difficult. But yeah, like, it definitely just depends. Like, if he's getting hit out of his down airs all the time, if he's being punished for his forward smash every time, then that I could understand. But I definitely can't critique someone that I don't really know exactly what's going on. Super Sin Slayer says, okay, let me use a Smash 4 example. He has some Melee Project M habits, and in Smash 4, he tries to use forward air at early percents, which is unsafe even if it hits. Okay, so he's using unsafe moves into shield, and that's just like what he does. As Mario. Oh, I see. Okay then, okay. Yeah, what I would highly suggest for that... Oh geez, what I would highly suggest for that, and this is just from my experience, is that something he really has to set aside the time with another player that's willing to help him, right? Where they're just both playing, and every single time he does one of those like super aggressive, super incredibly unsafe things, the other player just punishes them very hard for it, and they stop right there. Like, they don't keep playing the game. They go, you know, this is the bad behavior you're doing. This is what we're trying to fix. Like, you could be playing training mode together, you know? Because, like, in Smash Wii U, you can set one of the computer players to being, like, player 2. And yeah, just do that, you know, trying to get him to play out the neutral, and essentially try to continuously point this out again and again and again, hitting the pause button every single time, you know, you punish him for using that incredibly unsafe move, and being like, yeah, use this unsafe move here, you gotta do it. It can be annoying, but like, that'll definitely help him stop doing that, because it's such a, it's a bigger moment of, what's the word? Of realization. It's a bigger moment of realization that what he's doing is wrong, and he's in a situation where he's immediately working on that behavior. Which, yeah, this is definitely not just a Smash-specific thing. This is like pretty much anything, not just video games. But yeah, when you're trying to stop a bad habit, having that person there that, you know, can effectively smack your hand every time you're reaching into the cookie jar, and, you know, they have a good stern talk to every time you grab that cookie, yeah, that'll stop them from doing it. And again, it'll still be a gradual process. Yes, conditioning, absolutely. Because it's just a lot of people, when they want to learn how to break habits, they just go, well, you know, okay, I shouldn't forward air on shield, and they think about that, but then as they go into playing the game, they're not thinking about that. They're just like, okay, I gotta go hit the guy. And they're so, you know, they're just thinking about the enemy's movements, their movements, that's negative, this is positive, I need to get this KO, how do I recover? And, you know, that forward air on shield just goes out the window. So it's not something that people can really develop mid-game. Like, a lot of people that want to get better at the game try to do it mid-tournament. They don't think about it that way, but that is how a lot of people tackle Smash Brothers. So, yeah, it's definitely something he needs to set the time for and do while not in a competitive format. Inviso says, Vinx, why do you avoid the missiles at that part where you have to wait for them to destroy the ground? Will you being there negate the missile? Yes, it will. Like, if I'm super, I'll destroy the missiles. They'll just, you know, be destroyed by me and not destroy the floor. If I'm not super, which I should be super because it's faster, but yeah, if I'm not super, they'll just hit me instead. The second or third one might hit it, but even then, that's still just slower, so it's better to just move out of the way. Alright, here we go, here we go. Decent dives, not the best dives. Decent dives. Oh, I was so close. I was so close, I almost had it, man. Oh, jeez. Is there a way to stand near the edge so you don't have to waste 1 second jumping in? I mean, I could just, like, spin dash in instead versus jumping in, because if I'm jumping, I mean, to be fair, if I'm jumping, I'm getting, like, the descent velocity, which is nice, but the rockets are kind of in the way for any, like, ideal positioning of that versus the spin dash, where I'm going to lose my movement the second I hit the wall, but I will be falling down. I don't know, I think that might be a little bit better. I'm missing a lot of rings. But we still got to 50, so that's fine. Alright, here we go, here we go. Good dive. That one was alright. Could have been a little bit better, but that'll do. Ooh, I barely made that. So we did get it. And let's see, Super Sensor is saying, I want to help teach my friend how to get better in Smash. While he can be down on himself about his lack of progress compared to other people, I know he can learn. He just needs to figure things out and put in the work if he has a desire to improve. Yes. Like, what I've personally noticed with a lot of people that have that huge, like, they really want to improve. Like, they keep saying it all the time, like, oh, I've been playing this game, I've been playing Smash for, like, 2-3 years or whatever, but every single time they go to a tournament, they go, like, 0-2 or whatever. And generally these people, I don't mean to be like super stereotypical here, but they generally like switch mains a lot. or they just I don't know, they don't think about the game very hard. They want to improve, but when it comes to like wanting to improve, they're not watching videos, they're not like talking to other people asking for advice a lot of the time. And like even when they ask for advice, they might not necessarily take it. They'll just be like, oh yeah, no, like these kind of people, again in my opinion, these ones that are so dedicated to trying to learn, like they'll learn tech stuff. Like they'll learn like, oh okay, these two attacks connect together, or if you position this like this, you can always get this follow-up. These people can generally learn like aggression very well by themselves. But when it comes to like neutral play and negative play, they don't do very well there. And they're not really trying to learn in that aspect. They don't take the time to do it. But if your friend is willing to Super Sin Slayer, and you really want to help him, I would highly suggest doing that. You know, the two of you just hanging out and just playing in training mode, which I know can be boring. It is training mode. There's no win condition there. But yeah, no, I feel like that's a very good atmosphere to try to learn and break behaviors. Inviso says, I don't think spin dashing will be much faster than jumping in. You test next time and stand right near the edge of where it gets destroyed. I mean, like, it's pretty slow. Like, there's 3 different ways to get in there that I can envision Inviso. One, you know, I'm standing at the edge and then I walk in, because, you know, I can't just instantly start moving fast. Oh, oops, I did not mean to hit that. So yeah, I can walk in, which, you know, has the slowness of a walk. I can spin dash in, which will definitely get in faster than the walk, but I'm still just kind of falling down. Or I can jump in, which again is me waiting for the rockets to get out of my way so I don't take the knockback from that, which would slow me down even more. So I don't feel like there's anything too crazy I can do there. Oh, whoops. I should have gone down a little bit lower there. That would have been nice. But yeah, so far, like, I trained a few players while I was in Australia. I didn't really do any of that here in the US. Like, the most I've ever trained anyone was maybe Senpai. And even then, we've never done any, like, extremely extensive training sets. It's just been advice here and there for the most part. But yeah, when I was over in Australia, there were a few players that I was trying to help improve. So I have some practice in doing it. I'm not saying I'm the best at it or anything, because I'm definitely not. But I do have some experience. Ah, geesh. Super Sin Slayer says, I greatly appreciate your advice. I'll see how things go and let you know if I need more insight from you. Yo, sounds solid, man. I wish you the best of luck. Hope it goes well. Invis says, Banks, no, I mean like stand between the rockets in the far left edge of the platform where it's destroyed. The rockets destroy the ground and you drop down instantly without having to move. Huh. Maybe. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. Yeah, I might be able to do that. I'm not quite sure what the positioning is. That could be possible. Maybe I can fall in the second they destroy it if I'm close enough. I don't know if I can be, but I could be. And if I can, that would be faster. Ah, geesh, I dove a little too low there. I almost had that. You believe for crack? Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yo, when I have people that believe in me, that is the true way. The true way, man. Because, like, my PB in this is really not that good. Because I've yet to perfect this trick. It doesn't help the fact that, like, I should be practicing this, like, every day. If I practice this every day, I'd be doing much better. But yeah, no, I haven't practiced this since the last Mania speedrun, which was Saturday, I believe, last week. So yeah, it's literally been a week. Oops, I didn't get the wings there. Yeah, I didn't do a speedrun on Sunday, because yeah, I took that day off. And then on Monday, we did Mega Man instead, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I should have took the extra time to practice. Oh, I'm practicing now. And Visit says, I firmly believe there is space. Next time you do it, test it out. If you remember, because you're bad at that. Yeah, I probably will not remember. I probably will not. But if I do, I'll go for it. There's literally no reason not to. I might as well. I should keep doing Mega Man. I do like Mega Man. I have nothing against playing Mega Man. But I also like Sonic. I want to play Sonic 2. Not Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but Sonic as well, I mean. You'll try to remind me? Yo, good stuff. Alright, come on, Binks. You can do this. Deep dive. Ow, that was a little too deep. A little too deep. Sonic 2 is a good game. Yeah, Sonic 2 is a good game. I like it quite a bit. I don't like it as much as Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Sonic Mania, but I like it a lot more than Sonic 1, that's for sure. Not that Sonic 1's garbage or anything, it's not, it's just, you know, Sonic 2 definitely improved a lot over Sonic 1 in my opinion. That's just how I feel. For Crack says, you don't really like Mega Man, preferring to play thousands of games before ZX. No, I love Mega Man. I just have priorities, man. This is, like with my stream, the games that I generally play are pretty much whatever I want to play, for the most part. I just kind of do what I want. And then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's still like what I want. Like, I'm still the final one choosing, but I do allow the community to influence the game that I play. It can be influenced. But even then, I play what I want to play. And yeah, I've put, let's see. I've put probably about over 100 hours into just Mega Man X1, and over 100 hours into just Mega Man X2. If I had taken maybe, say, 8 of those hours and put them into ZX, probably would have beat the game already. I don't know how long a game ZX is. I assume 8 hours would get the job done. But I know it's, you know, it's a Mega Man game, but I know it's like, I think it's Labyrinth-esque, I think. Either way, I assume it wouldn't be too long since it's a Mega Man game. So I could do it. Could totally beat it if I wanted to. I just, I have other priorities. Like beat Mega Man X1 through 4 for like, I don't know, the 40th, 50th time. It's, you know, I just do what I enjoy, man. I do what I enjoy. You finished ZX twice before I even played it? Oh, okay. It's 9 hours? Oh, it's a 9-hour game? Okay, that's not bad. Thanks with the big dives, big nose dives? Yeah, man, I went a little too low. Because it's like the first 2 dives are the most important. If I go, like, to the bottom of the screen with both of them, without dying, then I have the most control over Ray throughout the duration of the whole trip. But if I don't go very deep, the odds of me running out of speed are very high. Yeah, those weren't the best dives. Not the best. Made it though. Got him. Got him! Alright, let's try to do that again. Yo, the magic number's 3 in a row. Super Sinsler says, time for another round of Guess the Perler. This character sprite comes from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. However, this character also went unused in the final game. Oh, it's Gino? And Invisa says, how low can you go? Thanks responds too low, yep. So is today all practicing this one section? Essentially, I want to practice this until I can do it 3 times in a row. And then I think I'll go back and also do that with Flying Battery Act 1. Once I do that, I will do a run. And yo, Zerclips saying hi. How you doing, Zerclips? Hopefully you're doing well today, good sir. Oh, those were really bad dives. Super bad, in my opinion. Oh. Went a little too high there, Vix. Very classical voice there, and no, it's not Gino? Oh, okay. Who sprites in the game but wasn't used? Yeah, no, that's all I got, man. I could have sworn it was Gino, but no, he does show up in that game, doesn't he? I need to watch more YouTube trivia, man. Because I have no idea. I mean, I assume it'd be a Mario character. I think I would have heard about it if it was Malo. Is it Donkey Kong? I'm gonna guess Donkey Kong. Zerclip says I just got sub 59 on Solo Sonic. Oh, nice, man. Congratulations, dude. That's super good. Yeah, I wish I could do sub hour. I can. Oh, oops, that's way too high. Yeah, I cannot do sub hour in with Solo Sonic. No, sir. Yeah, I think my best time Solo Sonic with Mania is 117. It's quite a bit higher. Like, oh, oops, I didn't mean to jump there. If I practice more, I'm sure I could get it down to like 111. But like, even then, man, I still got a long way to go. A long way. One day, though, one day. I just gotta practice this game more. Super Sin Slayer says, Gino does not show up in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga in that minigame you do in order to get a mushroom. Okay, and no, it's not DK. Oh man, who could it be? Who doesn't show up in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga? Kinda died there. Doesn't show up in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, but their sprite was in the game, so they're intended to be used. They just changed their mind down the road. Is it Daisy? I kind of doubt it's Daisy, but thought I'd put it in there. If it's not Daisy, let me go with Wario. Wario is my next guess. I know they used Birdo. I don't think Warwick would have been one of the characters. Not so much. I assume it's a pre-established Mario character. Yeah, Donkey Kong felt like a pretty good bet to me, but apparently that's not the answer. You just want to see more competition in this game and leaderboards? Oh yeah, same here, man. Definitely. It's crazy, like when Mania first came out, like there were so many people playing. Oh, that was way too high for sure. There was a lot of people playing. And then when Plus came out, a lot of people came back out again, but like for like 2 days. Like 2 days, there's so many people streaming this game. Speedrunning it as well, but then it all disappeared, vanished, it doesn't exist anymore. It was a real shame, because like, there's so many people that are into speedrunning in 2018, like, it's so, I mean, it's not mainstream, but it's so much more prevalent than it was in like, say, I don't know, 2010? So many people are getting into it, and it's like, how do people not speedrun Sonic? He's, you know, synonymous with gotta go fast. I don't understand. Oh, that was a bad dive. That was a really bad dive. Yeah, the first dive is the most important one. If I mess that up, the odds of me making it all the way across are really low. Super Sensor says not Daisy or Wario, even though he also went unused. Oh, did he? Is Wario an unused character in Superstar Saga? That has a sprite in the game? Just he's not the one you're talking about? If so, that's news to me. Zerclip says there needs to be a GDQ event with Mania again, and probably Encore mode is the chosen category. Oh, that would be so cool. I would love to watch that. Yo, man. Hope Zaxxon gets in there. I don't know if Zaxxon does Encore mode, does he? I assume even if he didn't know how to do it, he could still do a really good run. Regardless. That guy is way too good at the game. Oh, that was too low. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. $20 donations for every flying battery fail attempt? Oh, goodness, no. If someone donated $20 every time I failed it, I would be the richest man in the world. So bad. Oh, for like in the GDQ event. Yeah, no, that would be cool. That would be really cool. I mean, I would imagine he would get it first try, but just in case, that's a good $20 to charity right there. Super Sensor says Link is another character that went unused, but that's not the character you're making the trailer for. Oh wow, they had a lot of characters in mind for Superstar Saga. I had no idea. Waluigi then? I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that, but seeing as Wario apparently was a character. Oh, that's way too high. Did I save it? Oh, I almost saved it. Almost saved it. I messed it up. I totally could have saved that, but I messed it all up. Waluigi not? Okay. So Link and Wario apparently are characters. Donkey Kong isn't. Who else can it be? This is a good question, man. I mean, there aren't many Mario characters. Luigi's already there. Peach is already there. Bowser's there. If DK wasn't, I don't think it would be Diddy. Are Magic Koopas in Superstar Saga? I think they might be. I can't remember. Oh, Baby Bowser. Baby Bowser. Or Bowser Jr.? Excuse me. Bowser Jr. That's gotta be the one, right? Right? Because they didn't do Bowser Jr., they just did the Koopa Kids, or the Koopalines they call them now. Oh, it wasn't Baby Bowser or Bowser Jr.? Oh, and this character didn't come from Mario. Oh, I didn't see that one, my bad. Huh. A non-Mario character. And Link apparently was one of them. Is it Zelda then? Zelda or Ganondorf would be my next guesses. I can't imagine. I mean, that's the next big property. Oh, Samus was also in there? What? What? Oh yeah, that's right. They made cameo appearances at the coffee shop at the, what was it called? The Chuckle Bean? They did that, didn't they? Alright, well there's one attempt through. Whoops, I didn't mean to take a picture. Pikachu. I'm gonna go with Pikachu now. I'm feeling real crazy. You know, Samus is in there, Link's in there, it's gotta be Pikachu. Not Pikachu, okay. Man. It's another big, like, Alright. I know Reggie would disagree, but I'm gonna go with Ness from Earthbound. Let's go. Let's go. Ness from Earthbound. Never give up, trust your instincts? Oh, it's Fox. Fair enough. Fox isn't exactly what pops to my mind when I think big Nintendo franchise. Because, unfortunately, it isn't. I mean, to be fair, neither is Samus. Samus doesn't really make those numbers. But I think she might be a bit more iconic than Fox is. Oh, that was way too low, Vinx. If I could just get those early dives, I would get more return on my, you know, pulling up. Ruined all your trivia with your guesses for crack? No, I think it's fine. They were good guesses. The Samus definitely helped out a lot. Work on your pull-out game is right? Yeah. I'm not pulling out quite right. Like, I just keep doing it, like, terribly. Incredibly terribly. I'm not gonna go anywhere like that, man. Alright, so yeah, it's these beginning dives. The beginning dives are the most important. So we're going down, going way low, too low, too low. Oh, man. It's so easy to go too low, man. All I gotta do is just hold forward, and we'll get there. Because it's like, I especially try to go low on the second dive if I mess up the first one. Because I need the speed. Let's see, Super Sensei saying, yeah, Fox, Wario, Samus, Olimar, Link, and Excite Bike Racer were meant to show up in the coffee shop and give you special items for each brew. If you look at the special items, you can see how they relate to each of those characters. That's very interesting. Now, the real question is, when is Nintendo gonna make a new Paper Mario game? That's good. That's good! I should have specified that a little faster. It needs to be good, not bad. Ah, no, you pulled up too quick, Vinx! Too quick! I couldn't possibly dive under that, bomb, man. Not after that, Not for that short dive, I need a longer dive than that. If I could just feel it, if I could just feel how long I need to dive after I run out of ship above me. Because like I run out of ship and then like a little bit later, the ship pops up again. And if I'm too high, like if I'm just continually doing the same dive, I'll hit the ceiling and fall down and die. But if I, again, am also still only slightly under that, I'll hit that bomb and fall down and die. Ah, so close. So close. If my second dive had been better, I could have had that. Super Sincere says, I was about to say you have to specify when Nintendo is going to make a new and good Paper Mario. Yeah. That's fair, man. It's all in the specifics, right? Like, oh, what, you want a Paper Mario game? Well, here you go. Paper Mario Sticker Star HD. No! No, Nintendo! Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Don't do that to me, Nintendo, please. Oh, that just made me so sad, man. When Nintendo were like, well, we already got one Mario RPG game. This, what do you call it? Mario and Luigi. You don't got an RPG. Leave us alone. It's like, but the mechanics and gameplay are different. It's a completely different experience, Nintendo. And we're gonna make that experience even more different. Enjoy your 500 million toads that all have the exact same sprite. But I can't tell who's who! How am I supposed to know which one's the mayor toad? Fine, we'll give you 2 green toads, but that's it. But Nintendo, they were so distinct and personified in all the other Paper Marios. No, it's too confusing. How are the children supposed to know who it is? It'll still look like a toad, Nintendo. All you gotta do is give him the dumb hat. Could be any colors. We all know who it is. No. No! You don't deserve it. Oh, whoops. Talking about Sticker Star got you killed? Yo, talking about Sticker Star is always a negative experience. Now, for Crack saying, just as a doubt, who here considers the Wii one good? What, you mean the original Wii? Oh, no, you mean the Super Paper Mario. Yeah, it's a good game. I am disappointed by its gameplay. The story is really, really good. The story is amazing. The characterization is great. The gameplay is so boring to me. I do not like it. That was terrible. So, like, here's the gameplay loop of Super Paper Mario, right? Here's the gameplay loop. You have a story event. Maybe a second story event, like just these cutscenes that play out in front of you, right? A lot of dialogue. You get through that, now you're in, what is it, Traverse Town, I think they called it? You're in that town. And, okay, I gotta talk to people and, you know, do some of these puzzles to figure out where to go. That, by itself, not too bad. No, sir, I like some good exploration, you know, talking to NPCs, world building, that's all good stuff. Then, you accomplish whatever that puzzle or find the thing, and then you do the level. Starting the level is the worst part. Like, okay, you need to walk from left to right, occasionally switch into 3D. Uh-oh, that's too high. Still too high, gosh darn it. Switch into 3D, and a lot of that space is just blank space. It's like Super Mario Brothers, like the original game on, you know, the NES. It's the original, you know, Super Mario Brothers, just with less platforming and less enemies. So there's a lot of nothing you do. And so you walk really, really far to get to, like, the other side. And then generally there's a puzzle you have to do there. At first, it's not too bad, but as the game progresses with those levels, man, like, the puzzles will require you to do, like, a lot of backtracking in the level, and you just walk around for so long, and there's just nothing to do. And the puzzles are so incredibly simple with the 3D perspective. I just think it's just a lot of monotonous. Like, there's nothing you're really doing there. Nothing that impactful. Oh man, I'm still alive. Why did the camera zoom there? I thought I had that perfect. Oh, I gotta go low fast. Oh, nice, we got it. That'll do. So yeah, then you do that. Then once you beat the, like, level, you go to, like, the actual level, I guess, where, again, it's like you're in sort of a setting, like, think, the hotel for that spider girl that, you know, was pretending not to be a spider. But yeah, you're doing that. And that's fun again, because, you know, it's much more puzzle heavy, it's more platform heavy, there's more things to do. Then you have your boss fight. Most of the boss fights, I think, are pretty mediocre. I'm not a huge fan of the boss fights. And then, bam, cutscene, bam, another cutscene, bam, dialogue. And then you're back in Traverse Town, you gotta figure out what to do. And Traverse Town isn't always the best, but, like, it's okay. But then you go back into the level again, and it's just, it's really not that good. Really not. For Crack says, I mean, it's definitely not what people think of Paper Mario, but it is very fun IMO. You know, it's subjective. I will say that I enjoyed my experience playing Super Paper Mario. Overall, I did enjoy the game, but I did not enjoy most of the gameplay. Like, honestly, I could have watched Super Paper Mario, like, someone could have done combine all the cutscenes and dialogue into one YouTube video, and I could have watched that, and I think that would have been a more positive and interesting experience than playing the game was. I don't think the game's necessarily bad, I just feel like there's a lot of padding of uninteresting things to do that get in the way of the more interesting bits of the game. 'Cause it has some interesting puzzles. There's just a lot of bad puzzles and a lot of just walking in between all of that. It's really repetitive when you say it. Yeah, it is repetitive. But it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It's just not my favorite. I did enjoy my playthrough of Super Paper Mario. I don't regret playing the game. Like, no, it's fine. It was a good experience. But, like, if they told me they were gonna make a second Super Paper Mario, like Super Paper Mario 2, I mean, it would be a step up from Color Splash and Sticker Star, but I wouldn't be, like, you know, too excited. Versus if they said, oh yeah, we're remaking, or we're making a spiritual successor to 64 and the Thousand Year Door. Now that, stop the presses, guys. Now I'm excited. Oh, geesh, I thought I had that. I kinda ruined the game for you? I mean, did I really, though? You only know that I've ruined the game for you if you go to play it, and then as you're playing it, and you're like walking through those more monotonous sections, you go, this is kinda boring. That's when you know I've ruined it for you, but until then, I've just presented a perspective. You may not necessarily feel the same way that I do. You'll have to actually play the game to see how you truly feel, going back to it. Oh, you are playing it right now? Well, that's fair. Well, if that's the case, all I did was expose you to the truth, man. I mean, not necessarily the truth that it's a bad game, because it's not. It's a good game. I've just exposed you to the truth that, yeah, it's a bit monotonous. You started playing when Paper Mario came up? Got you, that's fair, man. But yeah, it's not a game I would really replay, because for me, what I enjoyed were the characters. Like, Black and the little butterfly that's actually, you know, not a butterfly. All those other characters and how their stories interact, that was really interesting to me. A lot of funny dialogue. Luigi as well. Luigi was very interesting in that game. Oh, and Bowser. So, like, seeing those interactions the first time was all great. But the second time, like, I already know what they do, so naturally it won't be as enjoyable as it was the first time. Oh man, I thought I had it. Now you should play ZX? Yo, I can't do the ZX, man. Not right now. It's not ZX time. It won't be ZX time anytime soon. Unless I plan on holding some sort of Mega Man event, I probably won't. And even if I do hold a Mega Man event, I imagine I would play other Mega Man games. Well, I don't know. I did play Mega Man 01 not too long ago. Maybe I could play Mega Man 02. That could be fun. Yeah, play that before Mega Man 11 comes out, maybe? Yeah, Mega Man 11's coming out in October. Oh, those were really bad dives. Really bad dives, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've got to get better at this. I'm trying my best, I swear. I'm not exactly what you would call the captain of Flying Battery Act 2. Yo, Velian is in here saying this is not Hollow Knight. Yeah, this is also not a Variety Games night, so no Hollow Knight. We still have to finish Pokemon White 2. Yeah, I posted all about it on my Discord in the schedule, what we're doing this week. Super Sensei remembers wanting to play through Super Paper Mario after 64 and the 1000-Year Door, but eventually stopped. Yeah, that's fair, man. It's not for everybody. I literally only played the game because my chat really wanted me to try it. Because I rented the game from Blockbuster. Or no, not Blockbuster, it was Hollywood Video. Yeah, I rented it from Hollywood Video. I was like, oh wow, you know, a new Paper Mario game. I slapped it into the Wii. And then, you know, I get to the first level and I'm like, wait a second. Why didn't I fight that Goomba? Why did I just jump on him and that was that? Did they just make this a... Like, is this supposed to be Super Mario Brothers? But only sometimes in 3D? And I just didn't understand. It was like, you know, it's so much slower than like Super Mario Brothers. And there's less Goombas to jump on. I didn't understand, and I wasn't having any fun, so I just stopped playing. I didn't make it very far. I didn't try to explore the game. It wasn't until Twitch chat was like, no, Vince. It's got a good story, you gotta try it out, Vince. You gotta see what the story is. And I was like, okay, okay. And yeah, no, the story was actually really good. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the story quite a bit. For crack saying, oh yeah, I have not opened Discord in like 5 years. Yeah, that's fair, man. Yeah, if you don't use Discord, it's all good. But like, legit, like, I mean, to be fair, I posted my schedule on Twitter and Facebook as well, and you have me on Twitter, so it's like you don't need to be in the Discord if you want to know my schedule. You can also follow me other places. I mean, my Discord is the place I'm the most active. Like, you just want to ask me a question or whatever. But I check my Discord, like, pretty much all the time. Like, the only time periods I'm not checking Discord is when I'm asleep. I try to check my Twitter and Facebook, I'm just not quite as attentive. The pause menu kind of looks like to be a continued meme, specifically because of the context. Huh? What? Oh yeah, this is the right way. Let's see. Valiant says, I only rely on Twitch notifications by mail to know you're streaming. Huh. How effective are those for you, Valiant? Do you get those 5 days out of the week? I'm curious. Because I know a lot of people, at least back in the day, I haven't heard complaints in a while, but I know back in the day, a lot of people would always be surprised. They'd be like, oh, Vince, you're on? That's funny. I didn't get a notification. So I'm curious. Way too low. Extremely effective? Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad it's working. That's the main reason why I do like my Discord and Twitter and Facebook. Is because sometimes my notifications don't go out. Like there's been days, man, I'll be streaming for like a good 2 hours, and then notifications go out, and it's like, what? What's up with that? So weird. But that's Twitch. It seems to be better nowadays, though. I don't know what, like, Twitch changed, and if, like, it's completely fixed now, but overall, it seems to be a lot better, like, in 2018 than it was in, like, say, 2017. Alright, thanks. You've mastered this. You are the master. Too high? Perfect. Okay, that's one. Let's just do it 3 times in a row. Going since I watch most of your streams, so I get all the mails. It's less effective for streamers I watch once in a while. Oh, is that how it works? They give you, they don't give you all the notifications unless they think you want to watch the streamer on that given day. That's a lot like, YouTube, where, like, you subscribe to someone, but they don't, always get notified. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, Ray, are you ready? Here we go. Yo, you got 25 bits, yo, congrats, man. Those bits are hard to get. Whew! That was a tough one, man. I'm not used to going that fast. But we did it. It's just, it's so difficult, man, because, like, there's so many different, like, speeds and, like, inputs that I'll be, you know, working with to get over there. And I have to adapt on the fly. I mean, if I was frame perfect, I could do the same thing every time, but I'm really not. I generally will hit a button a little too fast or a little too late. It has such a extreme effect on old buddy Ray. Good ad was good. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to watch ads in Vizo. I can't watch ads on Twitch. They haven't let me watch ads in forever. Feels bad, man. Ah, so close. I overcorrected too hard. I'm not used to going really, really fast. So it throws me off. On the fly? Get it? Well played, Duck Game for life. I see you. That's pretty good. Definitely not what I was going for, but we do take those. All puns are accepted. How are you doing, man? Alright, hopefully this one will go way better than the last one. Alright. Perfection, Banks. You will become perfection. Okay, that was a bad dive. Oh, but we got the camera. Didn't lock up. Oh, and I'm dead. Gosh darn it. It's so hard to tell how far I need to go down, man. Oh, it's so tricky. It's so tricky. Maybe it's easier if I have the speed, but then, like, I let go of some of the speed to, like, pull it in and have a more consistent dive. I would have more control. I think that's what I should do. I should do that before I get to the end of the ship. Oh, you're good? Just looking at Encore All Emeralds? Okay, okay, good stuff, man. Yeah, Encore All Emeralds is pretty fun. Yeah, I'm not doing a run right now, I'm just practicing, but we'll get there, we'll get there. I've done a couple of runs. Nothing too impressive yet, but, you know, gotta learn. Alright, so yeah, that was exactly what I was saying I was gonna do, and I did it, and it worked. So, if I end up going really fast, once I get, like, past the, like, 2 dives, I guess, or being under the ship, I'm just gonna, like, pull it in, you know? If I have more controlled dives, it's a lot easier to go the exact distance I need. If I'm going full speed, it's really hard to recover from that, because, like, you're going full speed, and you have to lower. You have to lower. If you do not lower, you will bump to the ceiling and you will die. But, when you try to pull up after the dive where you are lowering, because of how fast you are, you pull up really, really fast. And that, kills you. Yo, look at that! Is that 2 times in a row? Is that 2 times in a row? I don't think we're doing too bad, guys. I don't think we're doing too bad. I think we're starting to get it. Your stream was being bad for Crack Try first? It wasn't loading? Yeah, rip, man. Yeah, my stream shouldn't be too, what's the word? Resource intensive? It doesn't take much, download, I think. My encoding's, pretty low. It's not super high. 'Cause, you know, I'm playing Sonic Mania. I'm not playing, like, you know, max resolution, like, Overwatch or Hearthstone or something. And I mean, even then, like, all of those games have more, like, low and medium settings. They could also do at lower encodings. Oh, I messed that up hard. I messed that up really hard. And he recovered! Yes! 3 in a row. I'm amazing. Okay. So, I'm not going to start doing runs yet. I want to try Flying Battery 1. Because that was Flying Battery 2. Let's do Flying Battery 1 3 times in a row. In my opinion, Flying Battery 1 is so much easier than Flying Battery 2. This is way easier. Do I always get it? Goodness no. But I should be able to do it. Because I was having a lot of trouble last time I was running this game with Flying Battery 1. I'd like to fix that if I can. Or Fortnite? Ah! Does Fortnite have settings that make it, like, intensive? I don't know that it does. Maybe it does. Not a big Fortniter. Oh, whoops, whoops. Yeah, it shows how well I know this, because it's about, you do 4 dives, I think it is. Like, 4 dives. The 4th one, you gotta not pull up all the way up or you will die. And then the next one, you have to kinda stay, like, you need to be high up, but not too high. You get me? Oops, why did I let go of that? Come on, Ray, just go where I need you to go. And Vizzo says, if you have 35 rings before getting to the ring box, you don't need it. Yes, that is correct. I know these numbers myself, but I've kind of stopped paying attention to my ring numbers. Whoops, I dived right into death. Good job, me. Yeah, back in the day, they'd be like, yep, 35, good to go. But yeah, like, when I'm not paying that much attention to it, I'm mostly focused on just trying to do the dive section versus beating the level as fast as possible. Because it's like, not really doing a run, I'm mostly just practicing the glide. But you're right though, you are right. That is correct. First dive is dead? Yo, man. Very unfortunate, I'll always miss the first dive. It's a good one. Whew. Well, we made it over. Perfect, alright. Let's try to do that 3 times in a row. If we do that, I'll do a run. I have to figure out... Yeah, I'll have to switch scenes so I can turn my timer on. Not a big deal, but my webcam is unfortunately MIA. I don't know why it's not working today. Weird. It was working Wednesday. Gosh darn it, man. I messed that all up. Sonic got in the way and I couldn't see where I was. I was like, am I low enough? And I wasn't low enough. And I pulled up too high and then the positioning was off. Gosh darn you, Sonic. You ruined everything. Hashtag blame Sonic. I always try to jump past the bars, but I don't always excel at that. Aw, went a little too low there, Vinx. A little too low. Or you decide to check Discord? Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in Discord. We were talking about like Smash Brothers Melee, because that tournament's going on right now. We were talking about, oh yeah, how Venusaur? Yeah, Venusaur apparently in Pokemon Let's Go, it has its like walking or running animation, and it moves like a frog, and everyone's like, what? Venusaur's not a frog, and then I was trolling everybody and telling them that, you know, he's always been a frog, which to be fair, he has. He's always been a frog. They just don't believe in the truth. I think we're talking about something else too, but I forget what it was. But it's very, very important everyone realizes the truth. That Bulbasaur is a frog with a bulb on his back. Always has been. I mean, he has dinosaur-like or monster-esque ambiguity about him. He's not one for one a frog, but as far as his design goes. But I think he's primarily a frog. That's what he looks like to me, anyways. For Crax's Venusaur was a frog, but now his design developed into looking more like a dinosaur. If you say so. I think he's always looked like a frog. I don't think that ever changed. Oh, he says Venusaur isn't a frog, he's an apprentice ninja turtle. Is he? I didn't realize. Oh man, yo, someone get Master Splinter in here. He's gotta help out. Take care of his boy. Yo, I love me some TMNT, man. I used to watch the, what was it? I think it was the 80s cartoon, or was it 90s? No, it was 80s, right? Oh, when did that come out? Oh, when did the TMNT cartoon come out? The really old one, man. What year was that? It was the 1990s? Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. I watched that one. That one was great. I didn't like the other ones that came out later into the 90s. They weren't like cartoons. It was like, what do you call it? Like live? You know, and they were wearing like the suits and stuff, and there was a girl turtle. Not that I have anything against there being girl turtles or anything like that. It just kind of came out of nowhere. My child self was like, what is this? And I don't know, the show was really goofy. I didn't like it as much. But, oh my goodness, the turtles that came out in like, what was it? Like, around 2006, I think? No, it couldn't have been that late. It must have been like earlier 2000, what, 2004? I can't remember. But yeah, there was another one that came out. That one, oh my goodness, it was really good. Oh, it was 2001? Oh geez, it was way earlier than I predicted. Yeah, no, that one was amazing. And Super Sin Slayer saying, Sabayan's Ninja Turtles, that was the one with Venus. It wasn't that good. One of the creators hates Venus. Oh yeah? Oh geez. I'm guessing she was just made so like they could have another toy to sell. Cause I mean that's what a lot of like stuff was made for. They were made specifically just to sell toys. Just look at Power Rangers, man. It was crazy like that in the 90s. I mean, like, yeah, we still have that today. Like, the new Power Rangers are, what do they call them? What are the new Power Rangers called? They are called the Paw Patrol. There it is. The Paw Patrol. Because they all have, like, their own individual cars. And they always get, like, new mechs every now and then. They sell all the toys, man. Magic Enforcer, how do I really know that this is Vinx running the game right now? You don't know until he messed up and gets salty. That's fair. That's completely fair. Nah, man, clearly, it is actually a robot that I hired to play the game for me. It's costing me $1.50 an hour, which is actually pretty good, that's a pretty good rate, you know? I feel like the robot could get more, but I'm not willing to pay it is what it is. Alright. Good dives, Sphinx. Good dives. Not too high, not too high! Gosh darn it! Ah, recovering from that's so hard. Super Saiyan Slayer saying, not sure about what caused Venus's creation. In the show, none of the turtles are related, just so they can be free to pursue Venus as a love interest. That's... yeah, no, man. I'm sure, I'm 100% sure, without any sort of, like, you know, insider knowledge or trivia, no, I'm pretty sure it was a Cell Toys. That would be my guess, man. Because there was a lot of that during that time period. You just take a random, like, boy character. Here's the girl version! We can sell it to girls now! And it was vice versa, too. There would be, like, these weird girl, like, I don't know, what were they? Like, fairies or something? And then there were the dragonflies. They're super manly and cool. They're the same thing. Same thing. Different paint. It's just how it was back then, man. But anyways, forget that, dumb turtles. It was all about the 2001 turtles. That was such a good cartoon, dude. Because, like, back then, I wasn't used to storylines. Storylines wasn't something you had in cartoons back then, man. You would just be like, okay, my name's Arnold, and that's Helga or whatever, and we're up to who knows what. Oh man, they're doing this thing, and it's making me real mad. And oh, you're mad about it too? Oh, but there's nothing we can do. Wait, what if we learn this lesson? Oh, we did it, guys. We learned the lesson. Problem solved. And then, you know, you go to the next episode, and essentially nothing's changed. I mean, every once in a blue moon, you might get a reference to something. But again, it was once in a blue moon. And that's just how all the cartoons were. There was no connection. So when, like, you know, Teen Titans had a storyline, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had a storyline, Avatar had a storyline, that was just like the new age of cartoons for me, man. And that's became the standard. That's what I wanted. Those cartoons were great. Super Sensor says, actually, the 80s TMNT show was pretty well known to basing their episodes around the idea of making toy versions of characters and contraptions afterwards. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's pretty sweet. Oh man, it's so hard. That last dive there at the very end is real tricky. And Radio Lizard, that this sort of sounds like a Rick and Morty bit. Hey Arnold impression, I mean. I mean, you know, I'm, you know, just trying to make a vague connection to this one thing. It's complete improv. I don't know what I'm gonna say with each word, so yeah, that's probably why it sounds like that. It wasn't what I was going for. But they do kind of have a very strong grasp on improv, without a doubt. And it's great, man, because like normally when people got all their uhs and ums, generally leads to something that's unentertaining. It's not enjoyable, but Rick and Morty, no, they do a good job. They can and their way through the whole sentence, and I'll still enjoy it. There, was that 2 in a row? That felt like 2 in a row. If I get 3 in a row, I'm doing a run. I'm going to do a run. It worked, you know. It sure did. Ouchies. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Season 3. That's gonna be, what, in a million years? Could be in about a million years. I think that's when they said. Which is fine. I like my good stories, man. Don't rush them out. And it's interesting, because, like, I enjoy the improv of Rick and Morty, but, like, I still prefer there to be a storyline. Uh-oh. 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 This is bad. This is really bad. Uh-oh! And dead. Yeah, that's never good. That's never good, man. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, because, like, there's certain episodes of Rick and Morty where it's pure improv, right? Like the episodes where, like, they're watching interdimensional cartoons or whatever, or multi-dimensional cartoons. And, like, they're just sitting there and there's no real story going on. They're just doing all these bits. And I don't really care for that too much. Like, the bits in and of themselves, I mean, some people like them. But for me, it's just like, okay, they're two guys, and they're going on an adventure, and they got cars and action. Oh yeah, but then here's this other guy trying to stop the brothers, but they're two brothers. Like, no, that's not funny to me. It's not really that entertaining. There's nothing happening. Nothing going on. Why do I care? I don't enjoy those episodes as much. But I enjoy the improv that is, you know, being guided in a direction. That I enjoy. Like, because they recognized that, and they made a different episode in season 2. And then the meteor hits? Yo, exactly. I forgot the meteor. But yeah, in the second season, they did the, and yeah, they said it in the episode. They were saying how this was, like, a different version of the same thing. Where they had Morty, Rick and Morty forget all of their memories. Or they deleted their memories or whatever. And then they were going through their memories again. So they could do a bunch of different bits, while at the same time, like, building on the world and the characters. That was very entertaining to me. I like that quite a bit. Because, you know, it's very funny, but also it feels like it has purpose. Which, like, I get it. I know some people don't really want something that's like, oh, everything has to mean something. I don't know, I like it when things mean something. That's, season 3, right? That was season 2, wasn't it? Isn't it just the 2 seasons? Or have I, like, gone into a different world and somehow forgot that there's 3 seasons? You might be right about that. Either way, the next season, I want that one. And Radio Lizard says, yeah, it works for me because they do it once a season. Otherwise, I agree with you. Seems like a good way to have digestible bits to post on social media. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, it's all good. It's a really good show. I mean, they still have a lot of good improv and jokes in the just normal episodes as well. I feel like as they've continually made the series, they have blended storytelling and, like, just improv bits together very, very well. Because, like, I would say the latest season, every now and then, the story could have been, like, a bit dramatic, a bit involved, but even then, like, I feel it improved as the season went on. And to be fair, they did say that. They said at the start of the season it was going to be, like, the darkest season or something like that. Which was all good. I liked it quite a bit. I enjoyed it, yeah, I think I enjoyed the latest season the most out of all the seasons. And yeah, my favorite episode was, what was it called? The Rick Citadel or something? Or the Stories of the Rick Citadel? Something like that. That was my favorite episode. It was really good. And that one had nothing to do with, like, the original Rick and Morty, to be fair. But, you know, like, it was world building. Like, these are characters. Or at least, you know, kind of characters we'll have to deal with later, right? I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. I don't know, I really enjoy connected stories. Super Sin Slayer says, out of curiosity, Banks, have you ever seen the Sonic the Hedgehog fan film by Blue Core Studio? They also made a Mega Man fan film? Nope. Never heard of it. I'm trying to do that thing Inviso suggested. Okay, well, if Sonic wasn't in the way, I could do it. But I have to be on the right side, which is completely fine. Yeah, I've never heard of Blue Core Studio. Wait. Was this fan film of Sonic? Was this fan film, like, live? Like, with real actors and, like, really bad CG for, like, Sonic? 'Cause I might have seen that, actually. Definitely not a Mega Man one, but I did watch a fan film of Sonic. I don't remember what it was called, or who made it. Uh-oh. But yeah, like, I remember enjoying it. I thought it was good. It wasn't, like, super good, but it was definitely good. And I feel like they would probably do a better job making that Sonic movie than Sega! Or whoever's working on the new one. It had Jaleel White voicing Sonic? Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I think that's the one I watched. When is Sonic gonna get a movie? Apparently, it's supposed to be going on. Oh man, when did they say? I assume it's like what, 2020? Is it 2020 when we get the Sonic movie, or have they not even set a date yet? Because they've already started what do you call it? Filming? They've already started filming the Sonic movie, haven't they? Or do I misremember? I know they started filming Star Wars Episode 9. That started a couple days ago, I think. Which is super exciting. Oh man, that's so hard. I don't know how to like not go all the way up. I don't want to go all the way up. It just happens. For Crack says, I've watched the Mega Man 1, pretty good IMO, but the effects do kind of suck. Yeah, it's fair, man. They tried their best. Yo, my favorite fan film of like any video game would have to be the River City Ransom one. It's so good. And like, I feel like what makes it work, one is passion. There's a lot of passion going into this. But two is the fact that they didn't need special effects. They didn't need any real special effects to do it. Because, you know, it's just a bunch of guys in high school that are supposed to be beating each other up. But, you know, obviously they don't. It's not like real physical violence or anything. It's really silly. The game itself was silly. It was a great source. So good. If you've never seen the fan film River City Ransom, you should check it out. Oh, it's so good. For Crack says, I have watched the Mega Man 1. Oh yeah, I already read that. Super Sense Layer, technically there was a 2-part Sonic OVA that was called Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, released in the 90s. Ah, yeah. That's the one with Metal Sonic, right? I've actually never watched that, but I've seen the intro to it a million times. And I had the, like, the intro song that was definitely on my MP3 player back in the day. I would be jamming to that all the time, man. It's really good music. But I mean, that's just Sonic in general, man. It's really hard to be a Sonic game or Sonic anything really and not have good music. Save for like maybe Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground maybe not have the best music in the world. Maybe not. My niece loves it though. Oh man, my niece used to watch Sonic Underground every day. Then she got into Pokemon, and that was her new thing. Yo, Argarok saying, set photo for Sonic movie appeared this week showing a welcome sign for the town of Green Hills and a police car. That's right! I remember, that was on Twitter. I completely forgot about that. Oh man. Yeah, I know a lot of people were upset about it, because it's like, not called Green Hill Zone, I think? Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I imagine the movie's gonna be bad because, you know, it's a video game movie. So, like, the sign wasn't what I needed to see, right? The sign didn't go, oh man, everything's gonna be bad. I'm like, no, everything's gonna be bad because it's a video game movie. All video game movies are bad. Like, what's the exceptions? Like, World of Warcraft? And even that, you know, it's not like, oh man, stop the presses. Yo, don't even do any more Avengers movies. We gotta make more World of Warcrafts. No. It was good. It wasn't like, it wasn't great. It was good though. I liked it. I liked the Warcraft movie. I think that's the best video game movie we've ever had. But it has to be an actual video game adaptation. Wreck-It Ralph doesn't count. Gosh darn it, I'm so bad at that. Yeah, there we go, Duck Game saying Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph does not count. It's not a video game adaptation. There's a full story they're trying to say. They have characters where they, you know, have character arcs. You have Felix, you have Ralph, and what's her face? Sarah Silverman's character? Like, those are all real characters that, you know, have, you know, a whole character line written down on the script. Versus, like, you know, with the Super Mario Brothers, they're Mario and Luigi. That's it. They don't have character arcs. They don't have problems. I mean, their problems is like, okay, Bowser took the princess. Let's go get her. How do you do a character arc out of that? What do you do? That's the problem with them movies, man. It is a good video game movie, though. This is true. It's just not a good video game adaptation, because it's not a video game adaptation. But I would definitely watch Wreck-It Ralph multiple times. I haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph 2 yet. That's out, right? I want to say that came out. And for Crack says, oh wait, apparently Jim Carrey was cast for Eggman? Yo, let's go, dude! Is that real? Is that really real? I hope that's really real. I love Jim Carrey. Him as Eggman? Oh, dude. Oh my goodness, the movie could be a complete flop. I would still probably enjoy all the scenes with Jim Carrey in them, I would imagine. Alright, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Let's do a run. Let's do a run, guys. We've been at this practice long enough. Oh, it isn't out yet? Okay, that's good. I didn't miss it. Let's go ahead and delete this one. Get out of there. And then I need my timer, so let's switch scenes. Do my Sonic Mania. That is unfortunate. My webcam's still not working. I don't know why the webcam just decided to take a break today or something. Wait, maybe I can jog it. Let's see. Come on, webcam. Nope. Okay, never mind. Let's just get my timer out. Come on, timer. Let's see, let's open my Sonic Mania splits. Sonic Mania, Encore all emeralds. Let's change the layout, because that's the Pokemon one. Yep, there we go, that's Sonic. I guess I'll just move the live split to cover the, like, gray square. It'll still look weird, but I think it'll look better than, having the gray square there. Yeah, I'll just use this scene for now. This'll do. Eh. Work with what you got. And then click